I'd like to talk to you about the difference between knowledge and wisdom, and why this difference is important. And I hope to show you that wisdom is superior to knowledge. One of the differences between knowledge and wisdom is this: knowledge feeds your mind, but wisdom will feed your heart. Let's look at these two structures. On top we have a sandcastle, and on bottom we have the pyramids. What's the difference between these two structures? Well, the top, the sandcastle, is built to last about 3 hours. But the pyramids will last over 3,000 years. So knowledge is temporary, but wisdom is eternal. Here's another difference. Knowledge can be quickly learned by studying, but wisdom is only slowly learned over a lifetime, and usually after careful reflection. Let me give you an example. Who were the most evil people in history? Well, Adolf Hitler was one of the most evil people in history. So did he have knowledge? Yes, he did. You can't run a country and hold a successful war without knowledge. Now, did he have wisdom? No, he did not. And that's the difference. Knowledge will turn you into an informed person, but wisdom will turn you into a good person. So it is better to get wisdom than knowledge. Now, a wise person we say is wise. And if he's not wise, we call him a fool. So what is the difference between a wise man and a fool? How can you tell them apart? Though they might look the same, they act and think differently. So how do you tell them apart? What's the difference? This next example will show you one of the differences. Here we have a small child, and we offer him in one hand a piece of candy, and in the other hand we offer him money. Now, which one will the child want? The child will want the candy. But if we ask an adult, which one would they want? They will choose the money. So why does the child choose the candy and the adult choose the money? The child has no vision. He cannot see into the future. He only understands right now, and the candy will benefit him right now. He cannot see that the money could get him more candy in the future. He can only see right now. But an adult can see into the future. They can see that the money will benefit them more in the long run than the candy will. So we see that a fool is blind. He does not know where he's going. He cannot see into the future. He's impatient and wants everything now. But a wise person has vision. He knows where he's going. He carefully considers the future. He's patient and willing to wait for what is the best. Here's another example. There's a story of two rooms. In the first room, the people are very sad. Why? Because there is a large bowl of soup, a large cauldron of soup in the middle of the room, and a very long spoon to pull the soup out. But the problem is, the soup spoon is longer than anybody's arms. So they literally cannot pull it out and reach their mouths. It's too long. Now in the second room, it's the same thing. There's the same cauldron, bowl of soup, and a very long spoon. And the spoon in the second room is longer than anybody's arms. But the people in the second room, they're not sad, they're happy. Now, why would they be happy in the second room and not in the first room? Well, it's because the people in the second room use the spoon to feed other people and not themselves. But the people in the first room were only thinking about themselves, and therefore they didn't eat anything. So you can see that a fool is selfish. He only thinks about himself. But a wise person is caring. He thinks about other people. Here's another example. Pretend the President of America, George Bush, wanted to hold a party, and he invited many famous and important people to dinner. He invited the Prime Minister of England, the President of China, Bill Clinton, Yao Ming. He invited many famous, important people to dinner. And he also invited me. Now at the dinner party, I show up first. And because none of the other guests are there, I take the seat of the highest honor. I take the seat right next to the president. So what will happen if someone more important than me comes into the room? What will happen to my seat when someone more important than me shows up? Well, the president will have to ask me to leave my seat, and he'll give me a lower seat. So you can see, a fool will lift himself up, and other people will lower him down. Now what if someone very important, maybe the Prime Minister of England, shows up, and he takes the lowest seat? What will the President of America do if he sees him take the lowest seat? He will say, "Tony, I want you to come up here." And he'll leave the low seat and give him a higher place of honor. So you can see, a wise man is humble. He will lower himself, and then other people will lift him up. But a fool is proud. He will lift himself up, but others will lower him down. So you might ask yourself, what is the cost of foolishness? What does it matter if one person's wise and another person's foolish? Well, foolishness costs lives. About a year ago, I was